Today's show is brought to you by Chamber Music Sedona, featuring the Sedona Bluegrass Festival.
We are back right here on the Morning Scramble. Ruby's World, My Journey with the Zulu is the name of the book. Karen Baldwin is the author. Ruby's named for a lady connected with the school, one of the first ladies you meet as you deplane.
That's correct. She is a teacher at the Zinti School out in the rural area of KwaZulu-Natal.
Okay, now you arrive, you settle in, getting to the children. Let's talk about that procedure and how that happened.
How I got in touch with the school?
Yeah, no. You have deplaned, you arrived, you're spending the night, your first night there. Let's talk about then going to the school and being introduced to the children. Yeah,
the first day I went to the school was great. Ruby and Phyllis, who was the principal of the school, Ruby one of the teachers, and my hostess, I lived in her home. We drove about 45 minutes every morning to the outskirts of town, up into the hills toward Lesotho in the Drakensberg Mountain. And the first day meeting the kids was just amazing. Hundreds of these little kids, all dressed in their uniforms, the boys in khaki shorts, the girls in salmon dresses, running alongside the car screaming, "Miss Karen, Miss Karen!" They're adorable kids. Oh, there's pictures of them now.
Karen,
up on the
again,
screen.
in uniform, that is supplied to the children in the school through who?
Through the government. It's a government-built and run school. The parents pay a tuition of 7 Rand a month for their kids to go to school. 7 Rand is just under $1. And that includes their uniform, it includes what books they have if they're lucky enough to have books. And the meal that they have every day, red beans and rice, is the only meal that most of these kids eat.
And that's provided
by the government.
Right. Let's talk about what happened there. You were welcomed with open arms.
I was.
They were waiting for you. They were so enthusiastic about you arriving. You were planning to spend 3 months?
I was supposed to be there for 90 days, and on day 42, they threatened my life if I didn't leave. They turned on me in a heartbeat.
Do we know, not to give away the book, because like I said, I'm into the book and it's very intriguing and I wouldn't want to, well, yeah, I do want to know, but we can't do that.
No telling.
What went south? I mean, generally, can we say, what went south?
In general, I think that there was so much conflict between my American thinking, my way of thinking and my culture.
Did they not know you were going to bring that?
Well, and I think we all thought we could handle it, and I think there are a lot of subtleties that go on that I was unaware of. While I was there, Ruby's husband, Mohambi, his mother was the matriarch of the entire tribe that I was living with, and she passed away. And in her passing, Ruby assumed the mantle of matriarch for the whole tribe, and it changed her role in the world. And I think I became a real thorn in her side. Instead of gaining privileges in her new role as the matriarch, she was losing privileges. And my privileges were already in excess of what she could ever hope to have. And I think I became a real thorn.
Reading just a few of the questions on it. These children, did you see the level while you were there, Karen, they got better and better as to their teaching, their understanding, some of the things they were doing, or was it just a daycare that they had a place to go and have a meal for the day?
I think that the teachers at Zinti are working very hard to educate the kids. After the fall of apartheid, English became the official language. It's very hard for the teachers to teach English when it's their third language. So to have me there every day, speaking English, proper pronunciation, sentence structure, teaching the kids the difference between nouns and verbs, I think was important. It was important for the teachers to see that as well. And they are having an education, but the reality of any of these kids actually going on to secondary school or having employment when they grow up is really slim.
We do have to identify that in the book, Ruby's name now, is that her actual name? I think you changed some names.
I changed everyone's name except for my own, including the name of the school and the village.
Okay.
I'm protecting them. The way things ended, it ended very poorly. There were some of them who befriended me, actually saved my life and befriended me right up to the very end, and I want to protect them. So I changed everyone's name.
Okay, and speaking of, again, going to South Africa, in reading this and reading the information that came to us, the thought crossed my mind that you chose South Africa. We have many children throughout the entire nation who need teaching as what you were going to bring. In choosing South Africa, are you sorry you did? Would you go back? What are your thoughts?
I'm not sorry at all. I would go back in a heartbeat. I would do it very differently. I wouldn't go alone. I would take someone with me. And as far as Africa goes, I feel like I didn't choose Africa so much as Africa chose me. I had this series of dreams that clearly placed me in Africa. And then through a set of very synchronistic events, a friend of mine in Oregon said, I know this school in Africa who is begging to have someone come and just help with the English lessons. No special credentials required. I knew I could do it. And kids are kids everywhere around the world.
And the rest is history in the book.
The rest is history in the book.
When we come back, Karen Baldwin's going to stay with us. She's the author of Ruby's World, My Journey with the Zulu. Right now, Money Minute. Money Radio 1510 brings you the Money Minute. Let's take a listen.